That's what the United States of America actually is. A completely unique opportunity. Not too far from here, there is another celebration of sorts going on right now. Let me read you something that I got from Jeff earlier today. Jeff Swick. Yeah, Yay Jeff is right, man. This guy's he's an email warrior, I'll tell you. I can't keep up with him. Listen to this. This is in Los Angeles. The Chicano Records and Film presents their 12th annual Farce of July. Farce of July. Music and art concert on Saturday, July the 4th, blah, blah, blah. The Chicano Records and Film is a Los Angeles-based collective network of performers, musicians, visual artists, and organizations since 1997 has independently proposed concerts and music albums on the Farce of July. It was created in order to use art and music as instruments of community empowerment, education, and collaboration while bringing to light experiences of historically oppressed peoples throughout the world. That's their celebration today. Boo. The Farce of July. Boo. Yeah. Now, the problem is that throughout America today, there are who knows how many hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions of people, I don't know how many people who are not celebrating this particular holiday. Not the way we are. They are celebrating it the way these people are, calling it the Farce of July. And the reason is because, it goes back to what I told you about this holiday, it is uniquely American. And they don't believe they are or want to be American.
That's right.
They're not.
They're not. They have chosen something different. They have chosen to come here to the United States of America, but to bring something different to us. To change this government and this country from what it is, from all the things that have made it great, to change it into something else, a different vision, a collective vision. Not one based on individual liberties and all the things articulated in that Declaration of Independence and in the Constitution. Not the things that have, in fact, made this country great. Those things they despise. They hate.
True.
And therefore they look at this celebration with disdain.
True.
This celebration today is the multiculturalist's worst nightmare.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Because we are not celebrating something here that is simply a reflection of the fact that we all happen to be residents, which is exactly what they want. To the multiculturalist cult, that is what I call it. It is a cult of multiculturalism. And what they want is a place they call a residence, not the United States of America, but not unique, but just a place on the planet where people can exist, a collective, as these people say. I spoke not too long ago to a high school in my district. I will never forget this. I bring it up a lot because it's a very, I don't know, it was just an amazing thing to happen. I was touring my district. We were in Douglas County, which is a fairly affluent part of my district. It's one, by the way, in which I do not live, okay? I don't live in that county. I live in a different one. But I was touring this school. It's a beautiful school, brand new school, Eagle Crest or Eagle View or something like that. It had only been built a short time earlier. All these kids coming to that school, you know, driving their Mercedes, tan from skiing at Aspen that weekend, all of them with the best possible life from a materialistic standpoint, the best possible life that could ever be attained by any generation, and that has ever been attained. They had it all. They have it all. And they came, we brought these kids into the auditorium. And we said, I started talking to them. All the teachers lined up near the wall, you know. And I said, at some point in time, we got to the point, I was talking about the brand new school. I said, I bet you enjoy your brand new school. Oh, yes, everybody yelled, screamed, hollered, absolutely. It's wonderful, because it's a brand new school, and kids are, you know how kids are about their school. They have a lot of affection. I said, how about this team? How about your it was football. I said, how about that football team? Well, now, it had not won a game in 6 months, right? But they all went, oh, yeah, it's great. It's wonderful. And then I said, hey, how about your country? And there was this dead silence. I said, now, now this is not in, you know, a ghetto area. This is in a beautiful district. I mean, as I say, all the amenities you could possibly want. I said, I'm asking you again, do you love your country? And there was this sheepish reply of about maybe 10%, maybe 20 kids began to raise their hand like this, you know, kind of like, I don't know, man. And then they're looking at the teachers, by the way, on the side of the room, right, you know, as to whether or not they could go ahead and say, yeah, they love their country. And I was astounded. And I said, you know, you kids, I just don't know. I think I have an idea of why you are so hesitant to talk about the greatness of this country. Because you have been so browbeaten for so long. Every single teacher you have, every single textbook I pick up, I see all this crap in there about how bad America is, how rotten Western civilization is, that we have brought nothing to the table but rape, pillage, and murder. I had a textbook. I opened the textbook. It said, the first page was of the American history part was, Columbus came here and destroyed paradise. That was a statement. It was not like in quotation marks. It wasn't in italics, so that it's like, you know, are we going to argue this? Are we going to debate it? No, it was a statement. Columbus came here and destroyed paradise. That is what they've been taught. That's why they're scared. I don't believe that they hate America. I just believe that they're totally intellectually unable to affirm the proposition that this is a good place.
Absolutely. True.
And so for them, what does the Declaration, what does the 4th of July mean for these kids? And that's what I'm saying. It's not just this wacko crowd, not just La Raza and the rest of them who hate America. It's in our own schools. It's in our own. It's seeped its way into the very fabric of America. This antipathy about America. This weirdness. This feeling that nobody should associate with it. That you should never say anything good about it. It's not just these goofballs. It's out there, and it's because, of course, we have surrendered to a large extent the stage. The educational stage, the media, everything is on their side. And yet, you know, periodically, I have hope. I have to have hope that things will change, that we haven't lost this forever, for our children, for our grandchildren. I have to believe it with all my heart. Or else, of course, what would we get up for? Why would we try? I have children, as I say, I have grandchildren. I will never stop working for it, no matter how hard and how, you know, it may sound like it's impossible sometimes, and I have to admit to you that it is frightening, because when I say there are people who have a different opinion about America, different concept entirely of who we are and what we are, than the ones you and I, than that idea that you and I grew up with, where everybody could come here from wherever, and assimilate and become an American, regardless of where they came from. And that is one reason why America had worked so well, because people came here, like my grandparents from another country. They couldn't speak English. There was certainly prejudice, but they overcame it because they had this strong desire to become an American.
Yes. Yeah.
This is called assimilation. This country worked because we did assimilate people from all over, different backgrounds, different attitudes, different languages. We assimilated them into what we now call the United States of America, and it worked.